If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
I'll be home for Christmas.
You can plan on me.
Please have snow and mistletoe
And presents on the tree.
Right now, all over the country, kids at Shriners Hospitals for Children are able to go home and be with their families for the holidays. And that's only possible because of the monthly donations from people like you.
When you call the number on your screen today and just give $19 a month, you'll be helping countless children get the care they need to go home for Christmas.
With your gift of just $19 a month, only 63 cents a day, we'll send you this adorable Love to the Rescue blanket as a thank you, and a reminder of the care you'll be providing so kids can be with their families.
Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. It only takes a moment to call the number on your screen, or you can visit loveshriners.org to help other kids just like me be with their families this Christmas.
Because every child just wants to be home for the holidays, and your gift makes that possible.
Your call is the best gift of all.
Your gift will be my favorite Christmas present this year.
Thank you for giving.
Please call the number on your screen. If operators are busy, please call again or go to loveshriners.org to give whatever you can. Thank you for giving.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. This is a video I think everybody should look at and share. It's one of those things that most people are going to hear it and they're going to say you're crazy or it's a stupid type of theory, because it's something that has people under such mind control that they don't even realize the repetition that's been used on them as far as charities and philanthropy go. Now, I talk about it all the time. Freemasons and all the secret societies are taught to be massively large in being involved with donating to charities, to starting their own organizations, to raise awareness for cancer and all these things. And there's a reason for it. These are the things that they're instructed to do. As they set up this secret order, the New World Order, I should say, to control the education system, to control all of these different branches that we know about, to control pretty much everything from the resources to the laws, right? One of the things nobody thinks about is philanthropy, because as human beings, giving and being charitable to people is, as Christians, we're supposed to do, right? So it's another one of those things that's twisted. But the reason that they do it, if you say, well, what's the point? Is to create this impression that these people are good people. So if anything ever comes into doubt about their organizations and what are taught, they come forward, such as the Shriners, right? They come forward and they say, look at all the children's hospitals that they have. They have all these commercials where they show all these sick kids. It makes it very hard for anyone to question them. Now, why would they do this? Because they don't want to be questioned. So when people like us who are awake come forward and say, well, they teach and worship Lucifer, people will not only roll their eyes because they think that that's ridiculous, they'll also attack you because they'll say, look at all the work, the good work that these people do, because they show off all of these things, right? A lot of people who message on my channel and stuff about Freemasonry constantly say, well, I don't think any of that's true. The Freemasons I know all do charitable things in my town. Exactly. And that's the point. And that's how they keep all of this stuff secret, because they present a persona of one thing when in reality they're another. So this way, nobody's going to question them. Nobody's going to question what they're doing in secrecy. They're going to say, look, we got a frat, we do some stuff, it's a brotherhood. And mainly our focus is to help change the world for the better and give to charity and help sick kids. And then everybody dismisses them and just says, oh, okay, they seem like a legit normal organization. Now, you'll notice in the last 20 years or so, the whole charity mindset has been taken to just absolutely new heights. Everything you see and hear is about charity. Celebrities doing charity, these people doing charity. Now, one of the reasons, not just for this, is it's also a mockery of Scripture. Okay? Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. Remember this. Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. For then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that may be praised by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. For those who don't know what that means when you do give, you give in secret, right? And what have we seen from Hollywood and all these people who we know who worship Lucifer is that it's never in secret. They want you to know, right? Anyone listening to this, I'm sure you've given to people before, right? I don't believe in giving to charities because I don't trust it. I mean, I've already done videos exposing the Red Cross and all that stuff. They're all scams. But someone on the street who needs money, you bet your bottom dollar I'll give him money to help him out. Now, I'm not saying it now to act like I'm self-righteous, but I'm making it as a point. I wouldn't come on and do a video the next day and say, look at me. I went and I gave someone charity. What did you do? Because that's not how we're told to do it. We're told to do it in secret. We're told to do it and, stay humble and not be righteous about it. But think about how flipped our whole world is when I talk about how everything's inverted, right? What are people more prone to doing? Giving to charity and then posting it on Facebook. Oh, at a charity award. Oh, at a cancer walk, right? So not only are they defying what God does, because remember, everything that they teach people to do and train them to do is the opposite of the Bible, but they're also indoctrinating people to live as these secret societies want people to live because they want to create, they're going to already creating this, completely self-absorbed race of people. And this is all part of, the end of the world and Judgment Day and the fighting against God. These people think that they're going to win. They're creating an army pretty much of people who are going to think the same way they think and act the same way they act. Right? Be prideful, right? Constantly show off your works and things like that. That is the Masonic mindset. Now, I want to show you clips because this is stuff you need to see and you need to understand the repetition of these celebrities always doing this stuff out in public. There's a reason for it because they create, it's just unbelievable. It's like every time a celebrity farts and gives a check to somebody, we got to hear about it, right? Oh, what a great person. Now, why do you think that is? Because they have to create this persona around them, and they constantly are trying to do it because as the world continues to wake up, people are finding out more and more about these people in these secret societies. People are realizing that these people worship Lucifer, and they're not hiding it anymore. So they come forward, and they constantly are trying to show you that they give. It's like, where do some of these people even come from? And they just appear on commercials. Like, what did they call up and say, hey, I want to be in this commercial so people think I give charity to this, local children's hospital, right? There's a reason that the Shriners target children's hospitals. Think about it. Why do you think they target children's hospitals? Because they care so much about kids? Because this cloaks everything that they do. What it does is it blocks people from seeing the actual truth of these people because they see this surface level and they already develop in their mind who these people are and what they're about. Because they see them in their local parades with their Shriner hats, right? And the commercials of them helping kids. And that's it. That's all people want to know. They go, that's just wonderful stuff. Oh, this crazy guy on YouTube. What do you do for charity? What do you do for people? These people do this and that. I don't see you doing anything. They don't even care about the Luciferian worship. Okay? So the repetition will be shown through the Freemasons, through Hollywood celebrities, and just look how they're constantly showing this stuff off to protect themselves, and then coming out and also asking you to donate, right? I mean, it's all organizations. You can go across any genre. You can go from professional sports and athletes to professional wrestling, all the way to Hollywood and actors and celebrities to, corporations like Coca-Cola, all of them. This is all part of how they're supposed to represent themselves. This is how they cloak themselves and cover themselves and hide themselves. because the masses out there, they don't want to hear anything else. All they do is hear that. And then they create, they come to us, and then you have regular people, they're coming to you and they're going, you need to donate. Text this number to so-and-so. Text this number to so-and-so. And people see the celebrity like, that's so great of them to give their time to ask regular people for their money, right? And then regular people do it and they don't even know where they're donating. It's like you go to Walmart or any of these places. When you check out, you can't even get your stuff before getting harassed and asked to donate a couple dollars. People are like, I guess so. They don't even know where it's going. That's how Walmart to donate $1 trillion to these foundations that they claim that they work with, right? All the money that they've raised, is anybody keeping track? Is anyone calculating how much money's been raised for cancer awareness? Is there a goal, an ultimate goal to get the treatment out there, even though we know they have the treatment? And that's how people like Jimmy Carter get inoperable brain cancer and then it gets operated on at 95 years old and they live. I mean, come on, right? It's unbelievable, it really is. So take a look for yourself at the repetition of the constantly telling us, constantly asking us, and these people pretending as if they're such givers and we should all continue to idol worship them and look at them as great people because they make millions and millions of dollars and then they write a check for, $500,000. And no one knows where it's going. No one knows who it's helping, but we know why they're doing it. Because they have to keep up appearances. And that's probably the best way to say it. Keep up appearances, right? That's what these people do. They're constantly doing this. They're constantly. Ellen's show pretty much is just about having guests on, who are going to donate money and stuff. And she cries and everybody applauds anytime one of these celebrities is like, here's a check for this. And they go, oh yeah, what a great person. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, these Luciferians are doing what with kids, cannibalism, and worshiping Lucifer, but most people don't seem to care anymore. As long as they donate $50 to a cancer awareness walk, they're good people in their eyes. That's how deceived people have become with this stuff, and the repetition's the reason for it. So take a look.
For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
We believe the human mind is key
to the physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
As such, the Scottish Rite Charitable Foundation funds research to help solve puzzles of the mind.
And in learning centers for children with dyslexia.
Fundraising is something that makes a big difference.
We're able to conduct research that will eventually translate into better patient care.
If they would have given up on me, I don't know what I would have done.
Will you help us solve the puzzles of the mind with a donation?
So on behalf of my husband Kanye and Yeezy and Adidas, they are going to donate $200,000 to the California firefighters. And we have, on behalf of Kanye, Yeezy, and Adidas, we are also donating another $200,000 to the California Community Foundation's Wildfire Relief Fund.
Hurricane Harvey brought terrible destruction, but it also brought out the best in humanity.
As former presidents, we wanted to help our fellow Americans begin to recover.
Our friends in Texas, including Presidents Bush 41 and 43, are doing just that.
People are hurting down here, but as one Texan put it, we've got more love in Texas than water.
We love you, Texas.
Donate to oneamericaappeal.org. We are all in this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm thinking if you would do one now, I would give you some money because we're raising money for breast cancer research. And I think if you do one, I would give you some, not you, but I would give money to. We do a lot for charity. All month long, we've been partnering with Ulta Beauty to raise money for breast cancer research. So we decided to give you a chance to raise some money by playing our game, Pitch Please.
I'm Demi Lovato for the American Red Cross, asking you to text message the word GIVE to the number 24357 and donate $5 to the Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund, where they can provide shelter, food, counseling, and other assistance to victims of disaster. That's GIVE VE to the number 24357. You can send up to 5 text messages, so please text today.
And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to come out here and make a donation to the hospital.
Oh, that's nice of you. Children's Hospital.
Thank you, Snoop. So we just want to make sure that we're looking out for the next kid that may need that help.
Wow, that is very generous. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
The United States, and we should, because it forms this great sense of community where like a whole postcode wins, which is great. They also donate so much money to so many different, actually really needy charities, which we're going to hear about tonight. I just think it's fantastic, and I wish we were forward enough thinking to do the same thing.
This year, it was revealed a total of 327 million euros will be donated by the postcode lottery to different causes.
Brad has always been interested in charity work, but his humanitarian focus intensified when he teamed up with Angelina. At the premiere of their first film together, it was clear they were both on the same page when they took a moment to stress the importance of tackling debt relief at the upcoming G8 summit. The following year, he joined Angelina in Switzerland for the World Economic Forum. The couple also established a charitable organization, the Jolie Pitt Foundation. Initial donations included $1 million each to Global Action for Children and Doctors Without Borders.
Serious moment right now. I've just been caught up to speed on everything that's going on in Houston with Hurricane Harvey, and this shit is unbelievable. I think we participated in a lot of challenges on the internet, some meaningful, some meaningless, but we've all done them. I've been a person that's partaken in several of them. At this point, I'm going to start a real challenge. I'm challenging a lot of my celebrity friends to follow my lead in donating $25,000 to Hurricane Harvey, to the Red Cross, okay? At this point, this is a serious matter. I think the people are in bad shape and they need help. I'm going to lead the charge and stepping up in this way. I challenge The Rock, Steve Harvey, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Jerry Seinfeld. And I think when you do it, you all should tag somebody else. $25,000 is coming from me.
You know, anytime our country gets hit hard with a natural disaster like Hurricane Harvey, which is Mother Nature at her strongest wrath, completely devastating the great city of Houston, you know, that kind of stuff has a way of bringing us together as a country. Regardless of race and politics, we all want to step up to the plate, do everything we can to help out our brothers and sisters and families in need. Kevin Hart, you issued the Hurricane Harvey Challenge. I appreciate you, brother. I just donated my $25,000 to the Red Cross. My companies are donating money. I want to send a message to the people of Houston. You got to stay strong and you got to hold on to faith. I know what you're going through. I went through it. My family went through it. We went through Hurricane Andrew, which was a Category 5 hurricane. The eye of that storm crossed directly over us. It was devastating. We survived and we got stronger, and so will you. I'm not going to call out my celebrity friends. You guys already know what to do in terms of donating money. But to the people out there, if you could donate $1 or $2 to redcross.org, 1-800-RED-CROSS, I would appreciate it. Houston would appreciate it. Houston, stay strong and hold on to faith.
Right now, all over the country, kids at Shriners Hospitals for Children are able to go home and be with their families for the holidays. And it's only possible because of the monthly support of people just like you.
Big events, either with Robin Hood or in Cannes. And in Cannes, I've done that for 20 years in a row. We're at some phenomenal amount of money, $85–90 million for AIDS research. There are still other things that we do a lot, but not enough. At the same time, we do a lot, but not enough. There are 17 advocacy centers that Robin Hood built. We build schools, Brooklyn Prep. I mean, all these schools in every borough now. That our day-to-day work is making sure that the kids in New York City have every opportunity that our own kids have. With kids in the Robin Hood schools, they compete with our kids for sure, easily. And that's an achievement.
We had our 25th anniversary concert this past May where we raised north of $80 million. And even Bono walked backstage after and said, $80 million in one night? We even turned his head.
Right.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, we did color
How you
coordinate.
doing? Perfectly, right?
Love it.
I wanted to create a diversion, a distraction for the kids who are in the hospital who run out of things to do, and so we figured building these studios would be fun for them and they could make use of them.
You know, obviously my start was working on Disney Channel, and kids are basically my first fan base, and that was everything that I kind of grew up with. So there's not a better feeling in the world to just like make them smile, and that's what our show did, and that's, you know, what Ryan's doing, and that's what I'm honored to be a part of.
I think when you see some of the parents whose kids haven't gotten up out of their room or out of their bed for anything, and they get excited that someone like Selena comes into the hospital and they, for the first time in weeks or months, get out of their bed to come down and be a part of what we're doing downstairs. I think that's very touching.